What's up, gamers? I've got a speedrun for you today, Oracle of Seasons. The category is all essences. It's basically an all dungeons run. There's a couple cool manips that we're gonna do. A couple skips, if you like that sort of thing. Well, you're in the right place. Let's get this started. And go. Hi friends, I hope you're having a good day today. How are you all? It looks like y'all have raised over $1,200 for Child's Play. That's incredible. GG's to chat. Okay. I've been so busy this weekend with work, I've hardly caught any of the marathon, but it looks like there's been a lot of talent, some cool runs. So I hope you guys enjoy Seasons. It's a very underrated speedrun. I highly suggest learning this game if you're looking for a fun 2D speed game. We've got a little bit of a cutscene to start off with. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Appreciate the look, guys. So that's Din right there. And something bad's about to happen there. Spoilers. But we'll be able to save her if everything goes as planned. So I'm gonna start explaining some things before they happen. We have RNG manips throughout this run that I'll be pointing out. And we use our sword and the reset screen to manipulate the RNG. To set it to how we want it. To spawn, sometimes it'll spawn items we need. There's also one later in the game that... Well, actually, there's two throughout the game where you have to kind of hunt for something underground. But it'll spawn these items in the closest place possible. So we are just about done with the opening scene. That's Impa. See you later. So we're gonna first make our way to Hero's Cave. This is like a little... It's almost like a little tutorial. Super mini dungeon. We're gonna go get our sword here. So we might need that. But, so we use our sword, oftentimes to manipulate the RNG, so there's three, we listen to the tones of the sword. There's three different pitches that it could have. There's a high, a medium, and a low pitch. So if we're doing a sword manip, what we'll do is a hard reset, and then the hard reset, it gives you an extra screen. So that's a soft reset. We don't get the extra screen there, but there'll be a Game Boy screen, and you'll hear the da-da, right? So after that screen, there's that black text Capcom screen, and then after that one, there's another Capcom screen. So we need to mash through that screen as fast as we can. And then the final file select screen, we also need to mash through that as fast as we can. Those two screens roll RNG, so if we do things properly, it'll reset it the way we want it. And then on that hard reset, we'll slash our sword and listen for certain sword tones. Ooh, we don't like winner. We're gonna try again. Oh, we really don't like winner. The double winner. Okay. The seasons have run amok, by the way. They just have. So on this screen, it randomizes the season. And when it's winter, there's a giant block of snow in our way, and it's just kind of crappy. So in that case, we reset the screen and pray for a different season. So here's the Maku tree. This is a real hard part of the game because we do not want to answer this question wrong coming up here. And no, I do not want to hear that again. Whew. Alright, nailed it. Awesome, Trisnell. This is such a fun speedrun, guys. I can't push it more. Like, I came from A Link to the Past, so the 2D vibe was already something I enjoyed. And a lot of the tech from A Link to the Past transferred over with the bomb jumps and with buffering pixels. It transferred over beautifully for our some of the tricks we're doing. So, all right, we're in D1. So, in the overworld, we killed one Octorok, and this is important. I want to keep track of the enemies we kill, so there's 8 Stalfos that we have to kill just to progress. There's 3 Moblins that we have to kill to progress. There's also there's 8 Zol that we have to kill to progress. So we want to kill 30 enemies so we can spawn Maple the Witch. Here's the Zol. Okay, there we go. Also, it's good we picked up some rupees. The manip we're about to do, you need to have at least 1 rupee, and you need to have at least 1 heart. So we need to not take a bunch of damage. So with all those enemies that are that we just naturally kill throughout the run, basically we're missing 7 to hit that 30. So we just killed 3 keys. I killed 1 Octorok. Okay, so that is 7 enemies. So that completes the 30. You know what? There are actually 2 more Zol that we will be killing that are just in our way. If there's a few more enemies in my way, I will gladly kill them just to be safe. I'll explain more later about that. But let's see. In about a minute here, we're going to be doing a hard reset for our first RNG manipulation. We're going to take some intentional damage here because we, want to go fast. Don't worry, there's a fairy coming. We'll be okay with our heart situation. Alright, this is a mini-boss. Oh, don't run away from me. That's alright. Could have been worse. Alright, we're gonna pick up the Ember Seeds here. This is the beginning of seed management, which is a big theme in this run. Thank you. So there's a room up ahead with 3 Moblins. If you accidentally slash a Moblin and he falls into a pit, it's not good. It doesn't actually count as a death for our Maple counter. So that's why I like to have a couple extra keys, just in case. But none of these should fall in the pit. Alright, here's our first manip. So we're gonna hard reset and mash. Listen for specific sword tones. I want to hear a low-high. Alright, let's see if we got it. Perfect. Enemies roll RNG too, so I need to do these next few screens very clean so we can keep everything in line. Alright, that's good. Okay, we got Aquamenus. Some more sword slashes. That sounds good. Medium, low, high. Perfect. So this guy can give you bad RNG. He's got fireballs and he can dash at you, and it's just worth it. So part of that manip was to get good RNG from this guy, Aquamenus, your favorite toothpaste brand. The other part of these manips that we just did will be for Maple. So it appears my splitter has froze. So I'm just going to quickly reset that and get it right back where we need it. Not a big deal. This happens sometimes. Of course, during a marathon. But let me just get this back up here. And I'm just going to skip. Actually, real quick. We're going to reset it at 9:13, right where it left off. There we go. Okay. Back in business. So, Maple's coming up. We're going to do a few more sword slashes. Let's see what we get. Perfect. Medium, medium, high, medium, high, high. So it's hard to see, but Maple just dropped a potion on our head. Yay. She also dropped a ring. And not just any ring. It's the red ring. Yeah, yeah, right. Thanks, Live Split. So, if you haven't played this game, well, if you haven't played it, you should go play it. It's so super fun as a casual. Just do it. You'll love it. But there's you can obtain rings in this game. They give you all sorts of different odd powers, I should say. But this minute here spawned a specific ring, the red power ring, and this ring lets us we can deal basically double damage with the sword. You also take more damage, so we don't always have the red ring on. We're gonna use it for a few boss fights and just a couple hard rooms, but it's a huge game changer. Especially for the final form of the last boss. He is a little bit of a pain, not gonna lie. So being able to kill him faster is huge. But we can't use the ring yet. We need to, what's it called? There's gonna be a guy that looks at the ring and tells us, yes, it's the red ring, you can wear it now. He's got a name. Oh, yes, and this is our first Rosa sighting, so little stealth mission. Link is super sneaky. She just has no idea we're coming into Sabrosia, so yay. Yeah, this is the underworld of Sabrosia. Cute little Sabrosians dancing around everywhere. It's a real happy place. I'm really glad we got that first manip. Honestly, if I don't get the red ring, that's a reset in Satan's dream. What you can do, though, like, you can kind of save it. Like, if you hear the wrong sword slashes, and you know you got those 30 enemies, and you know you got your health and your rupees and everything is in line, you can just do another hard reset. Loses about 10 seconds, so not the end of the world unless it's a serious PB attempt. Oh yeah, the potion that I mentioned before that we got from Maple. This is the only safety that we're gonna get. So it's a big clutch item to have. Honestly, that'll let us. If we die, then we'll get full health again. So it's just nice to have some of these. The middle dungeons of this game are pretty tough. It's also nice to have for endgame, just in case. Oh, whoops. That's a save and quit. That's right. There's a lot of save and quits in this run, which has been interesting. So, like, A Link to the Past was my main game for years. NMG, any percent, we don't do save and quits. And at first I was like, oh crap, I gotta remember all these save and quits. There's like a million of them, but wow, they save a lot of time. Wow, we almost took a dip in the hot lava. Link just likes to live on the edge, I guess. He really does, though, if you think about just who he is. I guess it's on brand then. Alright, so let's go back. back to the real world. We're approaching Dungeon 2, Snake's Remains. Got a few more things we need to do here. So we've got the Rod of Seasons now. It's pretty sweet. Check it out. So these stumps here, if you've got your Rod of Seasons, you can change the season. So right now we just picked up winter. That's the only season we can manipulate to. So we're gonna go winter again here, and then this nice girl, we're gonna break into her house through the roof. Hiya, buddy. And she's gonna give us a shovel. So she wants us to clear her lawn of snow. So we'll do that for her. There is just a lot of enemies. I'm just gonna safely do an extra menu so we don't die. That is fine, just fine. Okay. I do want to warn you, Dungeon 2, that is my favorite music in the game. So get ready. Okay. Oh yeah, so that Rosa, stealth we did earlier, I forgot to mention. There's no way that was a gold. Well, I guess we got a gold. That's crazy to me. But maybe that had something to do with resetting our lives. But anyway, during the Rosa stealth, we slashed our sword twice on each of her screens. That was actually to manipulate her movement, because she actually had RNG too, so that allowed us to get the best, fastest Rosa movement. This is fine. I promise it's fine. Okay. Next room. We'll see how it goes. It's a pretty big RNG room. These guys really need to walk into my bomb here. One of them did. Nice. We'll pick up some more bombs while we're at it. Alright, perfect. That wasn't bad. That room can go horribly wrong. So, we'll take it. Alright, there is a big bully right here. Let's just kill him. Okay. Alright, now we got some health coming up here, so not a problem. There's a lot of other RNG manips that I don't even do. There's so many for this game. It's super cool. This room is fun. This is a timed room. If you don't do it fast enough, then the chest disappears. But yeah, in that Moblin room where we threw the bombs, there is an RNG manip to position them perfectly so that you can just take them out in one bomb. I struggled with it though, so I decided to keep it out of our run, at least for now. That's not nice. So we're playing in Japanese, if you didn't notice. The text is faster. There's also, there's a Japanese exclusive glitch for Facade that we'll be coming up to kind of shortly. Okay. This is our first underground cave room. This one's not so bad, but all of the underground cave rooms are extremely difficult. This one's easy though, but just keep that in mind. And we don't need the extra rupees. There's rupees in that chest on that previous screen. But we will need rupees for Blano, the boxer, coming up a little bit here. So this is Facade, and you won't get to see him because we're gonna kill him before he even spawns. One more. I guess you saw him for a second. So yeah, that's the easiest boss in any game I've ever played, I guess. I know. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, like I was saying, in the Japanese version, his hitbox is live before he's live, so... We do have a Facade refight later in the game. Unfortunately, we do have to fight him the old-fashioned. But that's alright. I despise this room here, but hopefully it's alright. It doesn't seem hard, but you could see why things could go terribly wrong in there. Just if the keys are being rude, you can have a bad time. You can have a real bad time, but I'm happy we nailed it. Alright. King Dodongo. This is the classic throw the bomb in the mouth boss that you've seen probably many times if you're a fan of this series. I'll take it. It's super simple. Yeah, first dungeon and second dungeon in this game are extraordinarily chill. But things are about to get crazy, don't you worry. But I don't mind it starting off chill because we've got a long game to go. Appraised, that's the word I was trying to find earlier. A nice gentleman is going to appraise our ring in this split here. Yeah, when we were doing the maple scene, right before she hit me, or no, actually, right after she hit me, I slashed my sword. And fun fact, if you slash your sword too early, you'll still get a ring, you'll just get the wrong ring. When I started playing this game, it happened a few times, and I'm like, wait, why is the ring wrong? Like, we did everything right, didn't we? Nope. Alright, so we are going to go to that South Horn screen just because we want to have that warp point available later. We actually don't need anything on that screen. Alright, hopefully we did it right. Yep, good job us. That's the right ring. Alright, thanks, man. Alright, so this is a 9-minute overworld. Crazy. There's a couple long overworlds in this game. We are gonna go on a quest right now. We're first gonna stop at the scent seed tree and steal its seeds. There we go. Foraging. We'll need those later for Goma. Here's Blano. Yes, I would love to duel. Oh god. It's not good. Oh my god. There we go. Ideally, we do that in 2 hits instead of 10, but that's fine. Alright. So now we've got a bargaining item. We're coming up to everybody's favorite companion, Ricky. He's a kangaroo. And he wants his boxing glove, so we're gonna give it to him. And in exchange, he's gonna take us around town in his pouch. We are now a baby kangaroo. And he can punch things in our way, which is cool. Like that. Damn. Yeah, Ricky is, his movement is weird. For speedrunning, it is odd. I don't know if I'm used to it yet. I've been running this game for on and off for a few years. It didn't come into play then, but it will come into play a little bit later. Alright, we're about to do another RNG minute, so after we get the floodgate key, we're gonna do a hard reset. There it is. Alrighty. So a lot of these manips, you can carry them through the segment. Some of them even into the next segment. If everything goes right. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. So those two Tektites, if they're at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, which they were, that's a good sign for our minute. This, fun fact, rolls RNG, this waterfall. But we are going to attempt to spawn Pegasus seeds in a piece of grass in a few screens here from these manips. We're going to do a few more sword slashes. Good. These guys should be right out of our way. Perfect. Same with these two. Love it. And we're gonna call our old friend Ricky back. So we'll get in position, do a few more sword slashes, and if we did it right, we'll get a prize. Okay, that sounds good. Nice. Alright, we've got the Star Ore manip coming up here, too, so we need the Star Ore to get a fancy gift for our friend Rosa, so let's slash our sword a bit. There, that sounds good. It could be in one of 4 locations on 4 different screens, but... oh, shit. There we go! Alright, now we can buy this fancy thing for our girlfriend. So the screen transitions also roll RNG too, so we're taking a very specific route as well. If all goes as planned, we should be able to continue this manip through the first part of the next dungeon. Oh, slow grass, that's okay. I don't want to risk going too high and scrolling the screen, but running through the grass is a little bit slow. We're about to get another season. So basically, we're using Rosa's key to break into the Temple of the Seasons here. Thank you, Rosa. Isn't it fun? Yeah, after this, we're gonna go back to the overworld. Slash our sword a few more times. And attempt to continue this manip. And if we do it correctly, we will get 2 more Pegasus Seed refills. Not the end of the world if we screw it up. We just will have wasted time attempting to get those, and we will have to get more in the next overworld. Like I said, not the end of the world. Alright, that sounds good. Awesome. We're good to go now. So we're gonna drop Ricky off here, specifically. Bye, Ricky. These guys should be out of our way again. Nice. Nice. Hi, Maestro. How you doing today? Hope you're all having a good day, guys. We are about to enter Dungeon 3. This is where the game gets hard. Alright, so... since we did all that fun manipping, this is where our manip ends. We got good RNG from those beetles. With that. Yay. This is Moth's Lair. It's a pretty tough dungeon. This next room is just so fun. We're putting on our red ring for the first time, too. You can see why it's a really just great, exciting room. Messed up the movement real good, so we're just gonna take it super safe. Because the last thing you want is to get wall mastered and go to the beginning of the dungeon. But we're out here, not a big deal. But yeah, the room is just so fun that we get to revisit it later in the dungeon, so we have that to look forward to. But yeah, it's really, really nice getting those Pegasus seeds from that those manips earlier. Having more Pegasus seeds means we can dash more. So this route, we use them almost everywhere because we've got an abundance of them. That means we get to just go faster. Yeah, Pegasus seed routing is a huge thing in this game. That was one of the biggest changes coming from A Link to the Past. Not gonna lie. In most Zelda games, you got your boots and you can just zoom at your discretion. And we're gonna take the red ring off just in case we get bopped a few times in here. Alright, we've got mimics. There we go. We're coming up to another underground room. This was the first, like, really hard room of the game to learn. Let's see. We've got Keese in here. Oh, that's fine. No worries. We can tank a few hits. We've been doing good so far, so... not a big deal. If you kill Keese on the way up here, they will be dead when we do a backtracking, so that's nice at least. I hope you guys have been enjoying the marathon so far. I hear Moogle and Kane went on quite the adventure yesterday with their trilogy. Spoilers, Zelda 2 is a hard game. I did get to hang out and watch some of Moogle's Minish Cap yesterday. It was his first attempt at the game ever. Full attempt. During a marathon. So I just give him big props. Let's see. Alright, we are... Whoops. We're gonna revisit. That is the wrong item. Our favorite room. I call it the claw game. It really sucks when they spawn on your face like that. But if you do proper movement, they'll spawn in specific locations and it's not a problem. Unlike that position. Alright, we are making our way to a mini-boss. Oh, look, we've got full health. We don't even need the refills. Look at us go. Alright. This guy's pretty chill. I was going for the 2 cycle. I shouldn't have even attempted that. Not a big deal. There is another RNG minute that we're gonna do before this dungeon is over. Once we get the big key, we're gonna do a hard reset. Slash our sword a few times to get another Pegasus seed drop. Then all we gotta do is kill the moth. Alright, this is our hard reset. Mashy mashy. Alright, good. Medium, high, high, medium, medium, high. Yay. There it is. Yeah, guys, we're gaming for Child's Play. They provide games and technology to children in the hospital. Oh, he wouldn't even give me a left RNG. That's okay. We'll take the long way. But yeah, donate if you're able. It's very important that kids have stimulation while they are in a hospital. So, this is a great cause. Alright, we made it through the first of the hard dungeons. And the best part is we didn't burn our potion yet. I love to see it. Okay, so I need this and this. And most importantly, we need to take that red ring off. We're coming up to a huge, well, a big skip in the game, in this overworld. It's called Hide and Seek Skip. If you've ever casually played this game, you probably remember there's a stealth scene where 2 Subrosians, they steal your feather, and then you have to chase them down while hiding behind things, and they hide it underground, and it's just... It is just the last thing you want to be doing in a speedrun. It's literally like 2 minutes of following around these Subrosians. So we're gonna do a skip to just skip all of that. It involves a bomb jump and a clip, and I'm gonna have to focus real hard Let's hopefully get this first attempt, but not a big deal if we don't. We're gonna set a sub-pixel and then line up on a couple specific pixels to hopefully pull this off here, so bear with me. Oh, hold on, we gotta reset it. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Okay, that's a good pixel. That's a good pixel. Okay, that's a good pixel. Nope, we need that. That's what we need. And then we're gonna wait till the fourth flash of the bomb. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, pray for me. Got it. Yes. Whew. Awesome. So yeah, I want to say that's a 2-minute skip. It's kind of a bummer when you miss that, not gonna lie, because you have to take intentional damage from the bomb. You have to use a Pegasus seed, 2 of them, so it burns through your inventory when you miss it. It's about a 30-second time loss if you do miss it, which isn't the end of the world, but definitely not ideal. So this rock that we picked up here, it doesn't respawn. Normal rocks in this game do respawn, so we can come back this way. I'm honestly super happy with this run so far. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong, especially for somebody that might be rusty. Alright. Okay. Calm down, everybody. Alright, so this is another super long overworld. My split is a little over 9 minutes for this overworld. Lots of things we're doing. So, we've got 3 seasons now. Whoops. That's what we want. We're entering this room so that we can do a save and quit and come back there to just save a little bit of time. And here's a game changer. Gale seeds. Yes. So now we can fly across the map. Thank God. Alright, so there's our Pegasus seed re-up. We're gonna save and quit to go back to that room that we entered. We're not done though. We need more things. So this is our second friend, companion. His name's Ricky. He's my favorite of the 3. It's basically a big dinosaur that can swim up waterfalls. And we do get to visit our 3rd animal companion in this overworld. So you get to see all 3 of them in this overworld, so that's fun. That puzzle there is interesting. So what the game wants you to do is it wants you to push all of those statues close enough where you can do a sword spin and hit all of them. But of course the speedrunners found a way to cheese it. So, I mean, the game checks every so often to see if you actually hit the statue. It doesn't just check for like a few frames. It's long enough to where we can slash one and then spin the other 3. So that's fun. We're gonna be real careful in here since I've got 2 hearts. There's a movement where you can do to skip that fish that I'm not touching with a 30-foot pole. Just in case. Love the 2D swimming scene. You can slash your sword underwater, which is so funny to me. We had no reason to do it, of course, but fun fact. Oh yes, we need to come here first. So we've got a clip coming up. It's the easiest trick ever. Look how fun this is. We're just gonna nudge, not talk to, nudge into the mushroom, and then you can grab Kohiro through a rock. You are not supposed to be able to do that. But if you just clip in nice and easy, you can save a few seconds. I want to take this room really, really safe for obvious reasons. Okay. Alright. We got the nanners. So here's our third friend, Moosh. Yes, he's a flying bear. Now he's gonna help us out. Oh, that was a nice frame. Alright. Couple more things we need to do in this segment before we enter D4. Just die. Okay, so again, we're entering this room for a save and quit. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright. That's our third overworld key. Okay. Don't worry, the hearts will stop beating. Okay. Alright, this is a dancing dragon dungeon that we're coming up to here. There we go. This is a fun little two-tile jump that we line up for. If you feel like you shouldn't be able to make that jump, but if you line up, you can do it. And for some reason, lining up in between tiles for stuff like that is helpful. Don't ask me why. Hey, Lavo. Hope you're having a good day. Alright. So I've got exactly 13 Pegasus seeds. That's what I want for this dungeon. Alright, let's get in here. Oh yeah, I started to explain this earlier and then just got totally sidetracked. Pegasus seed routing. There is literally a specific location for every Pegasus seed I use. And sometimes the dungeon will have a random Pegasus seed drop, which may be hype or it may be meh, depending on what dungeon. So that was, honestly, that might have been the hardest part about learning this run. Just, where do I use these Pegasus seeds? And, you know, it's different for different routes, and, you know, it's just one of those things. I screwed this room up the other day. I accidentally pushed a pot all the way to the wall. You have to reset the whole room if you do that. It was tragic. Alright, there's our first key. People love the music in this dungeon. This is like the fan favorite dungeon tune for sure. Does have a nice bass line. Okay. Keys everywhere. Ooh, that's fun. They didn't have to do that. They just decided to. This room. All right, good. Yeah, that room can be like super traumatizing if you get keysed. You know what? For safety. There we go. That's not a big deal. Let's see, how's our health? I've got 2 hearts. Okay. There's a heart refill coming up. We're gonna get it for safety. Hey Pops, how are ya? There we go. Oh, Link. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're coming up to the like Tektite room. We're gonna try to basically, after we kill all the enemies, the key falls from the sky, and if we catch it fast enough, we will skip a text box. So let's try to do that. There we go. We also equipped our red ring. We're gonna keep this on through the mini boss, Aghanim, your favorite wizard. Thanks, Popsicle. How you doing, Loaf? So these guys die in 1 hit because we have our ring equipped, so that's nice. We are gonna re-up on the seeds. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, if you didn't notice how cringe the menu is in this game, it's horrible. I love so many things about this run, but the menu is totally screwed. You can move items around on the menu, which I don't want to be able to do. Also, we have 2 menu slots, one of which, if you want to have your sword out, it has to be equipped, so you don't always have your sword out, which sometimes is not great. Alright, this is Aghanim. Agunima, the game calls it. Oh, we're good. Alright. There's a ton of save and quitting in this dungeon. We're probably gonna do, I think, 4 more. We've already done a few, or at least 1. Oh, but you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to take the red ring off, so let's do it now. I really don't want to tank a ton of damage before the boss. It's Goma, and it's different than you might imagine. Similar, but different than the classic Goma. I'm good at my TV. Cool, so we got our seat shooter, so now we can, what am I doing? That's what I need. Now we can shoot seeds as ammo in a slingshot, which is pretty cool. So we got the ember seeds to light these. That allows us to get a chest, which we'll go do now. Yeah, basically I'm constantly thinking, did I take the red ring off? Are we good? That's just I've been traumatized too many times by forgetting to take the red ring off and just tanking damage because you take double damage with the ring on. You also, you deal double damage, so it's great, but it can be traumatic if you forget to take it off. Alright, don't be my way keys. Thank you. Sometimes they're nice. This is another Keys room. My favorite. If you couldn't tell, I just love them. It's fine, I think. Not a big deal. Yeah, he's right. He's perched just right there, you know. Oh, buddy. See, now I'm unsure if my ring is going, or if the seed is gonna stop while I'm in midair. So I just kind of hovered until it stopped because it happens. It happens. All right. There's the big key. We got it in the water skull's eye. Yeah, so for the seed shooter and the seed satchel, when you equip either of those items, you choose what seed you want. So we use different seeds for different things here. I'm gonna use our Gale seeds on these Wizrobes here. These here dudes. We do also have to keep track of our Gale seeds. We use them for combat a couple times in the run, but I need to make sure I have enough for warping. I mean, if you run out, you have to walk all the way to Sunken City, and it's bad, so we really don't want that. Luckily, we have enough for at least the next dungeon. Oh, I don't need that. We're good. Alright, so we're coming up to Goma. Again, another key screen to warm us up. You just kind of slash your sword and hope you don't get hit there. Beautiful. And we're going to take out our scent seeds. Here he is. He's a crab. That's okay. Is that a pixel? Okay. There we go. Has anybody casually played this game? You might remember this boss fight being totally screwed. Such a hard casual boss fight. It is not an easy casual game. It's just not. There's a lot of really difficult parts of this game. How we killed him there is extremely not intended. So I was lining up on specific X-axis pixels. You're not supposed to be able to shoot the seed into his eye like that. But if you're standing in just the right spot, basically he uses his claw to cover his eye. Oh, whoops. His soft spot, you know. So if you line up right, you can get right in between his claw, and actually get to the eye and damage him. So, what's up, crab? Oh, hey, you're a crab. That was your brother I just killed. I'm sorry. Ooh, no, that's a misclick. What the hell? Okay. Oops, we accidentally took out our seed shooter instead of our seed satchel. That would be tragic. I really, really do not want to shoot the Pegasus seed with a slingshot. Remember, we've got our Pegasus seed inventory management as like the main theme of this run. So if we were to do that, what I would have to do as the speedrunner is think, okay, I need to use one less Pegasus seed. And what's the best place to not use it? Which is, because Sometimes you use the full seeds, sometimes you don't. So that's the fun. The fun of it. No, I legit love this part. The lava jumps are super fun. Okay. And we're getting this big bomb. We're gonna blow some stuff up. Alright. I've never played the linked version of Seasons Ages. I think that's the fight from that linked version, Zara, I believe you're talking about. But I'm sure it's extremely difficult as it should be. It's a Seasons. It's an old Zelda game. It's difficult. Hey Micro, how are you today? Alright, so now that we have busted these boulders, we can pick up the 4th and final season. Yay. It's fall. And you know what happens in fall? The mushrooms are in season. And it'll make sense later as to why we need that. Alright. I love the music in the Temple of Seasons as well. It's so good. Alright, so we're coming up to Unicorn's Cave. It's not my favorite dungeon, but that's okay. You can't win them all. I feel like mid-game is a little bit of a pain for me. Dungeon 3, 4, and 5. We've been doing good so far, so let's keep it up. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, that's what we need. Another thing you have to remember is how many times to wave the Wand of Seasons. Rod? I called it a wand. It's a Rod of Seasons. That time is 3. Most locations it's 2. It's not horrible to remember, but learning this game, there were definitely some times that I may have, swung the rod way too many times or not enough, and then, you waste time. And we're trying to go fast, so... Hey, Moogle, thanks for the GL. Good luck work. I hope it's going okay. We have had the craziest weekend of work, and I am so happy it's just about done. Alright, this is another famous underground room that is difficult. Okay. Ooh. Spicy. Well, we clearly botched that, but not a big deal, honestly. It's really okay. But with really good movement, you're able to do it fast without hitting the fireballs. See, I don't have my sword out. I wish I could slash these guys, but I don't have my sword out, so we're just avoiding them. Alright. So we just picked up this magnetic glove here. That wasn't nice. So now we can magnetize to South and North Poles. Whoops. We have to keep track of if the glove is on North or South, too, for some of the rooms. Because there'll be North Poles that the South polarity attracts to, and the North polarity detracts to. If that's a word. Detracts. that's a word. That's okay. Come on. Ooh, we'll take those. That's a good seed drop. That's a Gale seed drop. Ooh, and we get a fairy. Yes. All right. Remember before I was mentioning, like, we're eventually gonna have to warp back to Sunken City so we can pick up more Gale seeds, but now we might not have to since we got that drop. Oh yeah, I saw the screenshot of that, Pops. That was cool. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do that. Whoops. Those guys are so derpy without their helmets on. Alright. So we got a mini-boss coming up here. I don't know his name, but I call him the Detroit Tiger. Okay. If we do the mini-boss correctly, it'll be a very short boss fight. This is a super cool boss fight. We've got our red ring equipped, so with good movement, it should be a good time. It's one of those satisfying boss fights if you do it right. Oh, what am I doing? There it is. Yeah, so this magnetic glove, it's blue when it's south, and it's red when it's north, so depending on which polarity it's set to, it's a different color. It could be a different color in your inventory when you click start. Now you could see why this might be difficult for a streamer, well, a gamer. If I'm looking for something blue and it's red, well... Ooh, where are you going? Okay, that was still fast. Usually he comes up right to the center, and it's a couple seconds faster. I moved to the side a little bit, and he, he also moved to the side, but not a big deal at all. Okay, so we're taking intentional damage in this room, so we really, really need to make sure the red ring isn't equipped. That's a good way to die. Ooh, we took 3 hits of an intentional damage. That is more than usual. Usually you take 2, and if you're real good, you only take 1. Not a big deal. We're just gonna have to be careful. See how I used the magnetic glove one more time at the end there? I'm setting it up for a future screen because I want it set to north. Just, you know, little nuances of the run. Kinda want a heart. That's okay. Oops. Alright. Nice. Alright, that room went well. This is another one of my hated rooms. It's off to a good start. And we're just gonna do it the casual way. There's a faster way to do this, but honestly, not worth it. Not with those keys everywhere. Okay, there we go. Alright, this guy's name is Dig Dogger. We're gonna smash him with a mace. Hey, we got the 1 cycle. Nice. All right. making decent time for being a bit rusty. I'm a little over plus 2 minutes. My PB in this game is just under 153, and I told him I should probably be able to do this in 2 hours, so we are on track to do that. Alright, guys. You know what? We made it through the worst part of the game. I really love the upcoming dungeons. Oh, wait a second. I need to do something here. Okay. That's the wrong way. Oh no, that's the wrong way. A lot of these screens look very similar. There's 2 warp screens that look almost identical, so it definitely has tripped me up in my day. And we're gonna tank some damage there. That's fine. Aw, buddy. Lake Zoras. Alright, this is the final crystal. We're gonna need these to open up the gate. What am I doing? There we go. The ancient ruins, I should say. Or that was the third crystal. We're gonna obtain the final one right here. So this menu here, I just menued to the Pegasus seed because I need that right now to go fast. I also got out mystery seeds because that's the next item I need. And we're not even to the screen we need it at yet, so you have to know the next 2 items you need. Ooh, we got fire on the first shot. That's lucky. Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay. Okay, there. Now we've acquired all of the crystals. Or I guess they're called gems. Moving over leaves and fall. Wait. No, moving over leaves doesn't. It's just the, just like A Link to the Past, moving through grass is slow. Okay. This is also one of the best songs in the game. Enjoy it. Alright. The ruins have opened. And as from a casual standpoint, this is my favorite part of the game. So now that we have all 4 seasons, the game has come up with some very cool puzzles for us to figure out. Every season has its characteristics. We're in summer right now, so the vines grow in summer. So we can come up here and push that statue over. And we'll go back to winter and come through from the right. The lower right. So the tree is dead now, so there's a gap for us to go through. There's also snow for us to walk on. And then we're gonna slash our Rod of Seasons until the water is green. That's my visual cue. It's just a little easier for me to think about, you know, it's like instead of thinking, oh, I need spring, it's like, okay, green water. Alright. But yeah, if you guys want to donate to Child's Play charity, !donate, or it's in the About Me of this channel. That is why we're here. And thank you so much to everybody who's donated so far. Alright, we got a sword upgrade. Awesome. There's a trading sequence in this game that we don't do in our speedrun, but basically at the end of the trading sequence it gives you a hint about how to do what we're doing here. It says, like, start with the coldest season and go to the warmest season while exiting in like a, I guess, a counterclockwise pattern, something like that. I love the trading sequences in a casual game. It's super fun. Alright, we're coming up to Dungeon 6. And I really like Dungeon 6. I hope you do too. It does have probably the most hated boss fight. I don't mind him, you know? It's okay. And don't worry, there's still a few more manips and tricks that we're gonna do in this speedrun. Just you wait. Oh, that's not my sword. There it is. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. I was thinking ahead. I was like, wait, why didn't it move to the right? I was mentally preparing to do the tech for the next time we see that roller. Oops. Okay, here we go. Bit of a strat-heavy room here. I need south polarity gloves, so we're gonna do that. Nice. 2-tile jump. Cool. Very happy with that room. These guys are called ropes, these snakes. I think I'm a pixel too low. There we go. Oh wow, we just barely made it. So that's a 3-tile gap, and it really looks like you should not be able to make it. But again, if you... Oh buddy, you can't enter that door. You line... There's a couple pixel window to line up for that 3-tile jump. The thing is, you need to have your Pegasus seed activated to make that jump, and we spent so much time setting up the jump, I was worried the seed would run out. It looked like it ran out, like, just after the jump, so we're super lucky. Alright, we've got a really cool item coming up, so... In this run, you skip picking up the boomerang, and you just go, you get the upgraded boomerang in this dungeon here. So this boomerang, you can control its path like that. You hold boomerang and click directions on your D-pad. It'll just go wherever you want it to go. It's a little sad that we don't need the boomerang, the level 1 boomerang. If you've played this game casually, do you remember the Subrosian dance? You have to do the Subrosian dance to get it, which is super fun, but I guess it wouldn't be that fun for a speedrun. So we're jumping there. If you slash your sword and then jump immediately after, it cancels out the slashing animation. So it's a good frame saver. You gotta love it. That's okay. For safety, I'm gonna do that. Alright. Oh, dude, Crab, you have to play this game, man. I cannot, like, express how good of a casual game this is. Like, if you're a fan of, like, A Link to the Past or Link's Awakening DX, it's got a similar feel, and you'll love it. This is the Indiana Jones room, and we made it out alive. Beautiful. Ooh, one of your faves of all time. Yeah, you gotta play this game, man. Thanks for the cheer. Alright. We're coming up to the most annoying mini-boss. Not that he's hard to kill, it's that it's very RNG heavy, so we want him to charge us. His bad RNG will be flying around us slowly and annoyingly. Okay. I guess we actually didn't need that. That's fine. So we're gonna just hope that he charges us so we can spin him. Come on, do it. That's good. Do it again, do it again. Okay. One more time. You're never lucky. You're almost never lucky enough to get 3 in a row, but that's fine. We will so take 2. His name is Vire, and we really hate him. So coming up in a few screens, guys. I call it Eels and Escalators. So it's a big RNG room again. Basically, there's 2 switches. One of the switches reveals stairs, escalators, and one of them reveals the snakes, which I call eels. If you get snakes, you have to redo the room, so pray for escalators. Come on, come on, come on. Nope, we got eels. Eh? Oh my god, we got it again. Please not 3 times in a row now. Oh, come on. Do it for the children, video game. Wow, that was horrible. Not a big deal, though. This is another example of a room that we're gonna use our Gale Seeds. The only way to get rid of those dudes is with a Gale Seed. So, a bit trolly for casual players, for sure. Like, why would you think that? Alright. Cool, we're almost out of this dungeon. Couple more rooms, and then our favorite boss, Manhandla. That's what we need. He's basically like a Chew with, like, Venus flytrap heads. Oops. Okay. My muscle memory likes that configuration better. Nice! It wasn't a horrible boss fight. Honestly, for me, that's pretty fast. I'll take it. Alright. I'm actually gonna save a few seconds. That's great. Ooh, all casual ages with you. I've, like, played through half of it a couple times. Alright, so we're coming up to Dungeon 7. We've got some things to do before we get there, that's for sure. What else do I need? That's what I need. This is gonna be our last RNG minute. Also, you can use the boomerang through those. My brain always tells me they're turtle shells because they look like them, but they're not. But yeah, you're not supposed to be able to do that. All right, after we talk to Captain, we're gonna hard reset and mash as fast as we can through some of these screens. So that little skull dude, he rolls RNG when he moves. So I had to have super clean movement on that screen because I didn't want to roll it any further. But yeah, basically, the captain wants he wants his shiny bell. There's a rusty bell that is missing in the desert somewhere. So we're gonna manip our way to find it as fast as we can. I'm gonna take a little bit of intentional damage just because we have to listen for sword slashes again for the sword tones. And if you have full hearts, you have beams, and it's really hard to hear. So we're listening for a high tone. There we go. So the bell can spawn in one of 4 specific tiles. That's what I need. So if we did things correctly, it should be right about meow. Yay. And then this nice pirate head tells us where we're at. So she got really excited and said, hey, this is where the treasure's at, matey, basically. There's one more part to this minute. We're gonna spawn some Pegasus seeds in the ground. Or in grass. If everything goes as they should. Please, please, please. Yes, we got it. Awesome. We're in good shape, guys. Love to see it. Alright, so we got the rusty bell from underneath the sand sea area. And we're gonna take it to some nice subrosions to shine it up real pretty for this pirate man. I guess I'll start explaining this now, honestly. There's... What... I guess it might be the hardest trick in the game. That's a subjective thing. To some, the hardest trick in the game is coming up. Before I explain that, so I need to be super careful and go make sure we're really high up on this screen here. Fun fact, remember the hide-and-seek skip? We skipped the subrosion stealing the feather. If you walk through that screen too low, you will spawn the subrogans. And they will come back and steal your feather, and you'll just lose 2 minutes. It's horrible. And it's so late in the run, it's just... You gotta be careful. But... What was I saying? So... At the beginning of Dungeon 7, we're gonna attempt our post-skip. So Dungeon 7, there's 3 mini-bosses before the main boss. Hold on. post skip will allow us to skip one of those bosses. It'll allow us to skip a key. And I want to say it's a 1.5 to 2 minute time save. I forgot exactly. But basically, there's this room that has these 4 torches, and when you enter the room, every few seconds one of the torches burns out. So for when you play it casually, you cannot. It's impossible to make it to the stairs in time before the last torch burns out. And when the last torch burns out, it sends you to the beginning of the dungeon. It's basically like losing the claw game and getting wall mastered. So, speedrunners figured out a way to cheese it real good. Basically, there's a couple rollers and spikes, and if you use a Pegasus Seed and push these rollers and jump in a somewhat specific way, you can make it to the stairs before the flames go out. So hopefully we can pull that off. There's another trick in Dungeon 8 as well. So these will be the last 2 big tricks of the run. Alright, we've got another 3-tile jump here. That's good. Alright, Dungeon 7. It's a super unique dungeon. Little difficult, but we got this. Alright, post skip is coming up, so we're gonna set it up by dropping a bomb quickly to the left so we can get into this room. Alright. See how those torches were going out? That's what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, we're already good. Oh, I thought it was charged. That's alright. Ouch. Probably gonna hit him. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's set up the proper items in the proper slots there. Alright. Let's try it. Oh crap, we gotta do it again. It's not the end of the world. I'm pretty sure if you have to do it again once, you still save a little bit of time. Not a big deal. Luckily, there's so many Pegasus seeds in this, Oh wait, yeah, it's already there. Okay, there's so many Pegasus seeds in this dungeon that if we have to use more, it's really okay. I gotta try again. I got this. 3rd time's a charm. Like I said, it's not the easiest trick in the game. I believe, though, we can do it. There we go. Yay. Well, I'm glad it worked the 3rd time. Honestly, we've been pulling off all of our tricks and manips. Like, I'm super happy with how this has turned out. Is that Pegasus seed? Couldn't tell. Alright. Alright, so we got some free seeds in here. We've got some pretty specific jumps coming up. There's a lot of really specific jumps in this dungeon, so... Oh, that's weird. If you buffer an item coming out of the menu, it uses it on the first pixel, but it didn't work for my glove. Maybe it doesn't work for the glove. I feel like it should, though. Maybe it was a user error. That's another fun bit of tech, though, just for movement in this game in general. A lot of times we exit the menu holding down Pegasus Seed so we can start it immediately. Alright, here's part one of the fun jumps. Oh. So we had too much fun. Not a big deal. Let's try again. That should be good. I think I was 1 pixel too high. It's okay. Not the end of the world. Alright, we'll just buffer our way down carefully. There we go. All better. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, we really don't like when they go into the corner, but... There we go. We're still in good shape, guys. Even though we've had some setbacks in this dungeon. I'm not surprised it happened here. I feel like, on a somewhat de-rust run for me, struggling in this dungeon is just not surprising. It's very technical. It just is. Oh, that's bad RNG. Yeah, so it randomly chooses a Armos statue to be the one that we can push. We got the last one available just now, but it's okay. Oh, ouch. Alright, this is, I guess technically the second mini-boss. We skipped the first one. Alright. One down, one to go. Okay. A couple more fun jumps coming up right here, too. That's what we need. And we need this on the north polarity. Ooh. We need our seed active for these, both of these. Okay, that should be good. Alright. But wait, there's more. If that wasn't enough for you, we got 2 more coming up here. We're gonna line up Link's foot with the pit there. Get our Pegasus seed going. Alright. Cool. That was the stressful part of the dungeon. The rest should be pretty smooth sailing. And then after this dungeon, we've got Dungeon 8, Onyx's Castle, and then, finish video game. Oh, we're gonna fall. That's the classic, oh, my Pegasus seed is running out just as I started jumping. Not a big deal, though. Alright, so these guys, they try to blow out... There's 4 torches in here. And they're gonna try to do everything they can to blow them out. If they blow out all 4, it's not good. It's not good because it sends you back to the beginning of the dungeon. Which, you could imagine, that would suck. The problem with that is that at this point in the game, there's no warp point back to the start. And we are very deep in the dungeon. I mean, you've been here, most of you, through this dungeon. It's taken quite some time to get to this point, so that would be horrible. But we did great. That is not right. I thought I still had my Pegasus seed active. That's what we want. Oops. That's okay. I've got to practice that room. Alright, just a couple more rooms, and then, we're gonna go kill Leok, which is usually a pretty chill fight. Oh, do I not have the ring on? No, we don't. These guys should go down in one poke. Took a lot of damage. That's okay, we got some berries coming up. I just need to be careful with these whiz robes. Why? Why are you there? Alright. Oh, you hit me? What? I was standing too close, wasn't I? Alright, that's fine. Still fastish. Alright. The Seed of Life. We just need to acquire one more essence before we can go rescue Din. I'm like almost cutting it close on going over, but not quite yet. If nothing traumatic happens, we should be able to finish this in about 2 hours or slightly less. Luckily, we still have our potion, so if we die, it won't be a problem, so that's good. This is some pretty cool music, too. It's basically the, like, things are getting real music. Oh, wow. That went farther than I wanted it to. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so we've got our final trick big trick of the game. Coming up in this dungeon. Ooh, this jump is pretty interesting. It really looks like you shouldn't be able to jump over all this, but you can. So yeah, it's called Hyper Slingshot Skip. So you know the seed shooter we got earlier. There is an upgrade called the Hyper Slingshot. Basically, you need the Hyper Slingshot to reach a target, but of course, the speedrunners figured out a way to not have to do that because it takes about 5 minutes to get that item. So this skip is huge. It skips about half the dungeon. So it involves basically a bomb jump and a wall flip. We're doing it all while being on ice, which, you know, ice physics is a thing. When Link is on ice in this game, he can either, with like a button press, he can either move 1 pixel, 3 pixels, or 6, depending on how many frames you're holding down the button. So, oh, okay, sure, we can go back up there, Link. Oops. 1, 2 times. So we're gonna, when we set that up, where is it? Okay, there we go. Again, see, my feather used to be blue, and now it's a cape and it's yellow. So that's something that really trips me up while trying to find things in the menu. Not gonna lie. Okay, anyway, back to the skip setup. We're going to fall into the ice pit to set a specific sub-pixel. Then we're gonna line up on a specific pixel. Stop it. What we're gonna do... Sorry. Trying to explain while also trying to not die. We're almost there. But yeah, what we're gonna do is line up after the subpixel setup. We're going to move Link down 3 pixels, then another 3 pixels, and we're gonna drop our bomb. Move Link down another 3 pixels, and then... Ooh. We need to have a seed active, a speed seed, as I call them, the Pegasus seed. And then we're gonna jump. There's a couple frame window where we can jump. I think it might be a 4-frame window. And we'll clip into a wall, and then well, don't leave. We're gonna get out another bomb after we're in the wall. Please give me that. And basically, we're gonna time a jump with the explosion of the second bomb to propel us through the air over this big gap. And here it is now. So we're about to start our lineup. So this is our subpixel. Here. That's okay. We didn't want to do that, but that's alright. Okay. 3, 3. Bomb, 3. And then a seed. And we're gonna get this out. So I need to do this on a... should be good. Let's see. Yes, we got it. So we jumped in between the second and third red flash. And then the second jump is like super free. Whoops. There's a really big window for it. I basically just wait until the bomb is in like full-blown explosion mode. And then jump. Alright. This is another room that's supposed to use the hyper slingshot, but... Whoa! That's fine. Really don't like this room. For, again, obvious reasons. But that's alright. Let's get out of here. We need to kill everything. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's go back. No, it's not going to. Alright. So much fun. Don't worry. We've got a fairy coming up, so those heart beeps will quit it soon. Whoa. Alright, now for a really fun part of the game. Those blue crystals over there. We need to basically throw them into holes that go down into a subrosion area. Oh, I hope I was watching that correctly. I think we got it. It was like this, this, this. There we go. Okay, so there's the first one. Toss it down. Yeah, this dungeon's super interesting. It kind of connects with Subrosia. And then the Afro Man is gonna turn all of the lava to stone. Don't do it. Okay. Let's just go around this way. Can we salvage it? Can we salvage it? Okay, we're good. Little rough around the edges, but trust me, that room could have gone way worse. If you're quick, none of those hellbats start flying out of the hole and just flying around the room. That's some good RNG. That's okay. Just come at me, bro. Not a big deal. Okay. Oh my god, what horrible RNG! Good thing we have the potion. I think we're gonna need it. Yep. Wow. Get wrecked, Satan. Oh my god. This has never happened before. It hasn't, though. That was, I've never seen that happen before. But because it's a marathon, I knew we were gonna have a moment like that at some point. I was just waiting for it. Nar! Alright. We are taking our precious crystal over here, and here, and here. Hoping that nobody will get in our way, and they really aren't, which is great. Awesome. Ooh. Thanks, Afro Man. Awesome. Let's finish this dungeon, man. I don't necessarily need these, but it's for safety for later. You know, just in case. Alright, we got Medusa Head coming up as the boss. She's pretty cool. I feel pretty good about it. Okay, okay, stop it. Oh, what you doing over there? You shouldn't be over there. Oh, we're botching it really good. It's fine. I just need to be really careful. Ah, crap. You know, when you do that optimally, she doesn't move around, and that's just something I don't practice. What I'm gonna do, just because I really want to show you guys the end of this game, I'm gonna pull up a Medusa save state and just finish it out. It's gonna take me a long time to get to that point, and we don't have time for it, so bear with me. I just want y'all to see the exciting conclusion of this game, if that's okay. Just give me a sec. I'll get this going real quick for you. Okay. We'll start new. That's not what I wanted to do. That's okay. Our timing is just off. There, that's the proper timing for that. Alright. Alright. I'm probably gonna finish this around 2 hours and 1 minute, if that's okay. But you can, of course, boot me if you need to. Alright, so let's make our way back here. I love the shift in the music vibe. Alright, we visit the tree again. Now we've got our orb here. So, we've got all essences now. So now we can go up to Onyx's castle and hopefully get our babe Din back. Oh, whoops. Nope. So, Onyx's castle, it's a bit of a gauntlet, which is featured in a lot of Zelda games. Ooh, that's where we're supposed to go. I've had a lot of fun playing this. I really appreciate the opportunity to showcase my speedrun for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Again, I love this speedrun, and I just find it super underrated. If you're ever like, what should my next speed game be? Consider Seasons. But yeah, just shout outs to everybody who has donated. I appreciate you chatters just hanging out with us today and supporting all weekend. Also, thanks Trisnell for being in charge of this and setting this up. Also, shout outs to the mods who have helped this run smoothly. Alright, let's do the thing. You guys ready for this? I'm gonna do it for the children. Come back. All right, this is the refit of Facade. Remember that face guy that we killed without even seeing his face? This is what he actually looks like. Back from Dungeon 2. After him, we're gonna go for the final boss. He's got 2 forms. This should be it. That's 5, right? Oh, no, we need 1 more. Alright, here's Onyx. He's a traffic cone, man. Give me my woman back. Actually, I really want to be on this side of him. So we're going to take some intentional damage so that we can damage him more. Ooh, that's a really bad RNG. We're going to do a backup. This way we don't have to take damage. Just really safe strats here. I would like to have some health left for Big Boss. Okay. Alright, here it is. This is Dark Dragon, Onyx 2. This is a big reason why we get that red ring. We're gonna attempt to stun lock him. And video game. That's it, guys. Woo! Little sketch at the end there, but thank you guys for bearing with me through this run of ups and downs, to say the least. Wow. There she is. Thank you guys so much. Well, I had a ton of fun playing. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed watching this. There's one more event. The guy that runs this event is going to be playing some Majora's Mask next, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm sure you guys need to get the next thing going, the next event going. So I'll be in chat. And yeah, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for having me. Thank you. You're welcome, man. We did it. We saved the girl. I'm glad you liked it. It is a fun run, like, I gotta say.